Welcome to your Cochrane Right Now. This is a weekly podcast all about the best town in the world, Cochrane, Alberta. As always, my name's Eric Ruddle, here with Lauren Meister. And Lauren, it is hot out there. We are breaking records right now for February.
Yeah, pretty incredible, actually. I don't even think we have any snow left at all. I mean, we've had temperatures almost hitting 20 degrees some of the days this week. Pretty incredible here in Cochrane, really all of southern Alberta. Yeah. Breaking a record 33 years old yesterday here in Cochrane.
Let's go, which is very awesome for most people, but we're also breaking another record here in town for the first time in 17 years because of this heat. The Kimmett Cup, the pond hockey fundraising tournament, will not be played on the pond because it is a swimming pond now. There's no ice.
It's kind of crazy to imagine Kimmett Cup not happening over at Mitford Park because that's their home base always. They always have tons of tents there. For 17 years. It's this community hub over there. They take over the park for the whole weekend and, there's hundreds of people over there. So, of course, they're going to be shifting gears. They had a contingency plan in place. So every single team always plays 3 different games. Yep. So 2 of the games will be played over at SLS Center, and then they're going to be having one game that's ball hockey over at the Lions Club Event Center in their parking lot.
Nice. Well, you got to give it up to Reed and all the organizers because I'm seeing other events that are winter-based just saying, we can't do it, we're calling it, we're not going to host it. They pivoted so fast. They said up until like Wednesday, Thursday, they're like, it could still cool off and maybe we could do it over there. But seeing how fast they could put this together, make sure that their over 50 teams can still play 3 games. And of course, they're raising money for a great cause as well, which, hey, millions of dollars over 17 years. This is something you don't want to call
Well,
off.
And that's exactly it. I mean, the whole root behind this is to give back, of course, in memory of Lindsay Kimmett. And that's exactly it. And this is something that's just such a strong community event and people want to take part in this. So I don't think it's going to faze anyone, the fact that it's not technically a pond hockey tournament this year because they can't be on a pond. I think it's just going to go on without a hitch and it's just going to be in a different location and it's just going to be something that people will look back on. And this is the year that they had to kind of shift gears.
And as a spectator, not a player, I've been to the Kimmett Cup on some years where it is very, very cold. So, hey, this will be a great year to go watch, right? You'll be comfortable, enjoying the sunshine. Great way to get outside for those ball hockey teams. So,
it's true.
Make sure you go and support them. And a few weeks ago, we were talking how Cochrane had a brand new tunnel, an underpass tunnel under the brand new Highway 22. And we were making jokes. Ha, ha, ha. It's going to get vandalized soon. Ha, ha. It's been vandalized. Whoops.
Yeah,
we jinxed it.
I'm pretty sure that I had said, well, if it's going to get vandalized, I hope somebody puts I love Cochrane. Yeah. Doesn't look like they put that.
No, it's not. It's not well done. There's some like just straight up lettering in black and some bubble writing. You can't tell what it says. It's not artwork. It was a crime of a moment, I'd imagine.
Yeah, so it's unfortunate because it's a beautiful tunnel. I mean, it's bright and clean and it's tall enough.
I love the tunnel. Having picnics in the tunnel.
Compared to what the tunnel was before, it was dingy, it was dark, it was too short. You had to duck to go underneath it. This one is bike friendly. It is nice and wide. I mean, let's be for a pedestrian tunnel that goes under a highway. It's about as nice as you can get. So it's a nice tunnel. And it is unfortunate. It's only been open a couple weeks. And then, it's unfortunate that vandals had to come and wreck it all.
So with it being a provincial highway, is that a provincial tunnel? Like, should we go to Danielle Smith and ask her to clean it up?
I think we should call her and say, Danielle, bring your spray, your Lysol, and your gloves and...
Yeah, I think that's going to be good. But also today, it's Friday. It's the start of the Winter Olympics. And of course, Canada is going to clean up. A lot of pride going into these games, but a lot of pride going for athletes. We've talked about Skylar so far. We found out in just the last couple of days, 2 more athletes going to the Winter Games from Cochrane.
So we have, Skylar, we have Liam, and
Logan.
Logan,
the biathlon athlete. And then we've got Kiki. Alpine skier Kiki.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That is cool that our town of less than 40,000 people, we can produce 3 world-class athletes at the top of their game going to the Olympics.
Oh, yeah. And I can talk about Skylar and Kiki. I know they're both young. They are in their early 20s. I think back to my early 20s, and I was definitely not as dedicated to something like these ladies are. And there is a high chance that they will bring home gold.
That is pretty amazing. Yeah. Well, Skylar, I mean, CBC did a whole docuseries just on her. So I feel like they're not going to willy-nilly just do, a whole docuseries and highlight just anyone. I mean, I think that there's a lot of hopeful, there's a lot of chances that she's going to win some kind of a medal.
Yeah. And I've seen gold medal before, but I've never worn one. So I'm hoping when these ladies win, they bring them back to the studio so we can wear them for a couple of days.
I don't know if they would give them up, but I hope at the very least we could touch them.
Is it bad juju to wear gold medals? Like, I know if you see the Stanley Cup and you're allowed to hold it, you're not supposed to hold it over your head unless you've won it. Like, can I bite one of their gold medals?
If you won a gold medal, would you want some random person biting it? Maybe just to get their teeth marks in there.
Probably not, but Kiki seems cool, man.
She does. Maybe if you ask her really nicely.
Exactly. Come on, Kiki. I know you're watching. Okay, and then actually, this one is a very serious story, as we had some crime here in Cochrane, which we have a newsroom here at CochraneNow. We can tell you it's quite the rarity here in Cochrane to get serious crime stories. So last week over in Heritage Hills, we got note of police presence. They were going loud around 6 a.m. And then we just found out this week it was a drug bust.
Yeah, so RCMP kind of went into a home and they actually uncovered quite a bit of drugs, some cash, some phones, laptops, some brass knuckles.
Yeah, pew, pew, pew. Yeah.
There was a scale in there, a bunch of different things.
Yeah, a lot of powders in the picture.
Yeah,
right?
so you and I were talking about this. We're like, it's like baggies of things. I wouldn't know what that was. Is that flour? I
don't, sugar, flour, oregano, all
that
stuff.
I don't really know, but obviously it's illegal. Obviously it's bad stuff. Obviously, RCMP saying, no, you should not have this stuff. And they actually arrested and they charged a local man.
Yeah. So that's good news. Hey, congratulations to the RCMP on such a big sting operation. What kills me about this one, though, is if you don't live here in Cochrane, Heritage Hills is right across the street from the police station. Like, it is as close as you can physically get if you don't live in Heartland. I don't know if you put a lot of planning into a drug hideout, but maybe you should have looked a little bit closer. I don't know. Maybe it was set up before the cop shop moved over there. Who knows?
Well, that's the thing is, especially given the location of the RCMP station in Cochrane, like it is very far on one side of Cochrane.
Yes.
Like Heritage Hills and Heartland are two neighborhoods. Yeah, very separate from the rest of Cochrane. I live on the complete other end of Cochrane. Like it's given the high parts of traffic, it could probably take me 45 minutes to get to my neighborhood from Heartland, from the RCMP station. So it's true. So if you were a bad guy and said, hey, I want a drug house in Cochrane, like, why would you set it up right next to the RCMP station?
You're going around with your drug realtor, and it's like, this is...
Your drug realtor. I don't know.
On the complete other side of things, a happy-go-lucky story. Of course, Home Treasures just keeps going with these amazing donations. And they went to the town of Cochrane, like the ranch house, and they're like, here's $40,000. We've talked to our elderly population. We need some more benches here in town.
Which is fair. We have a lot of hills in Cochrane. Let's be real here. If you go for a walk on any pathway in Cochrane, like you are trudging it up or down a hill. So there's going to be a bunch of new park benches added to different pathways and different parks here in Cochrane. And this is great. And they're going to pick kind of key areas. So whether it's like pretty areas or key areas where it's like, oh yeah, I just did a really steep hill and instead of sitting on the ground, I'm going to have a nice park bench to catch my breath.
I like the idea of like a midway stop point on some of our hills. Like,
yes.
you know, that one hill over by Mitford Ponds? Like, it's pretty steep.
I call that the death hill.
There you go.
I used to live over there when my son was a newborn, and I would walk with a stroller with him all of the time.
Let
and
go.
He would be, I know, but walking up it, lots of times he'd be screaming, and I'd be pushing him up the hill, and I'm like, oh, if you only knew, kid, this is way harder for me. Stop screaming.
So could you imagine like a halfway point of like, well, the bench is here. You don't want to be huffing and puffing walking past other Cochranites. So maybe key locations like that. But
I like it.
We're not going to see those benches right away. They're saying around 2 years to get all 11.
It's going to take a little bit of time. They want to find the perfect spot for the benches.
So that's everything going on this week here in Cochrane. Of course, you can grab this podcast on all your favorite services from Spotify to Apple to anywhere. And until next week, we'll talk to you again soon.
Yeah.